If at the end of your life you could go back in time and correct your biggest financial mistakes, what would they be? I have asked myself that question so many times, and I've interviewed so many people that I've narrowed it down to 6 big mistakes that lead to financial failure. Today I want to break it down for you. I want you to understand all 6 of these. Most of them are things that no one else would tell you, because actually a lot of the financial gurus out there are telling you to do these things that will lead to financial ruin. So check it out.
'Cause we're gonna be legends. What we're doing here ain't just scary. It's about to be legendary.
So in this video, I am going to share with you the 6 dumbest things that people do with their money, but you could probably stack this video up against a number of other noteworthy financial minded people, and they would tell you that these 6 things are the best things that you could be or should be doing. In fact, I'll tell you right now, your financial planner is going to hate this video. They're going to say, "What? Don't listen to Kris Krohn." I'm like, dude, I get it. You make money on that advice right there. But what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to freaking shoot straight with you. I'm going to tell you the truth about money, and I'm going to share with you how I became financially free in my mid-20s. And it was not, clue, hint, not listening to financial planners. In fact, how it actually came about was because I disproved that what they shared was wrong. I'm going to show you the math right now for it. All right, so up on the screen here, I'm going to put some things here. These are the 6 things that people do with their money that I think is just outright asinine. The first thing that we do is we put our money in a 401k. Listen, a lot of people don't like me when I have this conversation because they say, "Kris, everybody's doing it. Everyone's jumping off the bridge and dying. Why are you attacking 401ks?" Because listen, problem with 401ks is that I get it. Your company's giving you a match and it feels good. It feels like free money. It's called freaking golden handcuffs. If you go to your employer and say, "I want my money," you know what they're going to say? What do you mean? That's not your money. Well, it is, but there are some rules. Number 1, if you try to touch your 401k, you're going to have a 10% penalty. And that penalty will go away when you're in your 60s. So it's going to go away a freaking long time from now. Which, by the way, you can do way more intelligent things with your money right now, even if you're not getting the match, right? Number 2 is they're going to threaten you with taxes. And they're going to say, "Uh-oh, if you take that money out of your 401k, you're going to pay taxes." Well, I got news for you. Your money is coming out of your 401k eventually, and you're always going to pay taxes on it. None of these rules, none of the 401k or anything has anything to do with actually getting out of taxes. The biggest beef, though, that I have on a 401k is that on average, these guys are growing at about 5%. 5%. Rule of 72. Take your ROI, 5%, multiply it by 72, and figure out how many decades it takes for you to double your money. It's freaking ridiculous. You're not going to get your money back. It's freaking wild. It's going to take forever. This 401k, if you're pouring your life and soul into this, it will not give you what you think you want when it's time to retire. Most people when they retire have like a tenth or 5% of what they need. And part of it is because of the 401k hoax. By the way, here's another problem with the 401k. They report higher earnings than they're actually producing, because when your account goes up double, you make 100%. When it gets cut in half, it goes down 50%. They average that out to freaking 75%. They're doing the math in their favor and no one's reading between the lines. Dude, learn about this stuff. That's the first big mistake people make. The second big mistake people make is that they then get a financial planner that says, "Whoa, you need to do some things to reduce your taxes. You should put your money into an IRA, an individual retirement account, because you can use this IRA to lower your taxable income and save hundreds of dollars a year." Friends, you're just locking it up in another vehicle with 10% penalties, the threat of taxes, and what's your IRA doing? I don't know, on average over 30 years, about the same. So same predicament. Your money at 5% cannot become what you need it to. Even if you're a ridiculous saver and you're saving half your money, guess what? You do the math. It's not going to be enough. So the problem is that you got to find a way to get some double-digit earnings. You got to find a way to actually get double-digit ROIs. Not 10%, but 20%, 30%. They're out there. They exist. There is more risk, but this is the ultimate risk. Here you're going to fail. It's not enough. Do the math. Third mistake that people make with their money. Number 3 is they then say, "Well, you know what? There's security if I pay off my home." Now, this is a sacred cow for many people. They're like, don't go there, Kris. I need to get my house paid off. I've done over 10,000 interviews with people who have been house payer offerers, got to their 50s and 60s, and when your house was paid off, but now you can no longer work, you're not employable. You've eaten away at your 401k and IRA. Guess what you do with your paid off house? You either do a reverse mortgage, You refinance it, ultimately you're selling it, you got to downsize. Security was an illusion. This whole, if my house is paid off and I lose my job, then I won't lose my house. Dude, you cannot eat your bricks. That's the problem. They don't taste good. When you don't have money and your money is trapped in your bricks, you can't eat them. It's a problem. So you're going to lose your house even though you think that you're paying it off to have it someday. Paying off your house is, by the way, a good idea once you have enough money to support your lifestyle. If you don't have a residual income to support your lifestyle, then paying off your house is what I call premature. Bad choice. You can see why some people don't like me. But then again, I don't believe in plans that are guaranteed to fail, like most people's, maybe yours. Okay, number 5, start a business. Biggest mistake people make is they start a business. Now, I want to talk about this one for just a second. Starting a business, how is this a bad decision? Because most people go into business and what they're trying to do is they're trying to monetize the money that they should be getting from their business or from their company that was paying them. And you know what? Starting a business can be brilliant, but not if you come in as the operator. An operator is not an owner. An operator is usually working harder than their employees, pouring in more time, pouring in more effort. They're actually doing more to grow the business, but they're the last to be paid. So usually they make less money working harder if they're thinking, I need to work. But on the other hand, check out this one. Next biggest mistake. You didn't start a business. Are you an idiot? You can only make so much money working for somebody else. You got to figure out how to work for yourself. And you're thinking, Kris, you're starting to confuse me, brother. This is contradictory. Do I start a business? Do I not start a business? Like, what the freak is going on? Listen really carefully. Starting a business and being the operator is not good. Not starting a business is going to trap you into the employee quadrant that Kiyosaki talks about. What you need to do is actually start a business, and instead of being an operator, you have to learn how to become an owner. Do you know what the difference is between an owner and an operator? Operators get worked down to the bone. Owners can get rich because they're not running the business. They own the business. It's passive. So you got to figure out, if I'm going to start a business, the goal from day one is to be an owner and not an operator of your business. Number 6, the worst thing, biggest mistake that people will make. I'll give you a hint. The best financial decision most people will ever make in their entire life financially is buying a house. Why? Because have you seen what real estate does over time? It looks like this over the last 100 years. Technically, it's actually on the rise. It's increasing right now. Your house will be the best investment that you ever make. And it's not an investment, it's a liability. It doesn't produce cash flow. And so the biggest mistake, number 6, finale, is didn't buy real estate. Let me tell you what I mean. Very first house that I bought was 40 years old. The original owner of that house bought it for, I think, $5,000. That same house, when I bought it, was worth $150,000. It doubled itself so many times over that lengthy period of time. Real estate goes up with value. It appreciates. It's an asset. It's tangible. You can touch it. And if you don't live in it, it's no longer a liability. You can rent and actually turn it into an investment. You can make some money with it. So biggest mistake, people, is that they're not buying real estate. Listen, if 30 years ago you bought a house to live in and it went up $300,000, just be thinking, wow, if I had bought 4 of those, then I'd have $1.2 million, plus all the cash flow, plus all the tax benefits, and plus all the compounding. You'd probably be worth over $2 million. So here are your biggest mistakes. Putting money in a 401k, putting money in an IRA, paying off your house. Not smart if you don't have a residual income. Starting a business and being an operator, bad decision. Never starting a business instead of being the owner one, next worst decision. And number 6, not buying real estate. Friends, do not be that guy or gal that makes one of these 6 atrocious mistakes. The good news, it's not too late. I wrote this book. It's free. Pay $7 for the shipping and handling. I will send it to you. Read this book. I promise by the time you get a quarter way through it, you're going to say, I need to buy a lot of houses as fast as I can. And fortunately, Kris is showing me how to buy them with little or no money, little or no credit at all. And you can remedy this and actually make really intelligent, awesome financial decisions. Besides, talk to my team, get a custom game plan, figure out how to create wealth. Listen, do yourself a favor, make $5 million. It will not make you rich, but it'll mean that you can live life on your terms. It means you can travel when you want. It means that you're gonna have the time freedom to do what you want with your life. Your goal doesn't have to be wealthy, but your goal can be to open up the doorways and have the opportunities to live life on your terms the way that you want. This book is most certainly a means to making that happen. Thank you for watching today. Appreciate you guys very much. Listen up. If you're not a subscriber, you should fix that. If you like this video, it means that you made it to the end. And guess what? You're a subscriber. You're part of my tribe. Every day I'm pumping out a video to teach you how to become a financial genius. Other than that, like this video. In fact, smash that like button because it certainly tells YouTube to share this. And otherwise, I will look forward to getting this. My daughter will send this in the mail to you, and I will catch you on tomorrow's video.